Thank you very much, Chair, for the opportunity. Let me also use this same opportunity to acknowledge the PSL executive, the senior echelon from the South African Police Service and members of the South African Police Service present here, as well as media, with all protocol observed. Just acknowledging this particular opportunity, I would like to use it also to outline the turnaround vision of the South African Police Service. How does it relate to this partnership or marriage which is getting formalized today between us as well as PSL? Firstly, it is embodied in the turnaround vision under the creation of a crime-free climate which is conducive for social as well as economic growth in the country, supporting a better life for all. This vision is complemented and backed up by a theme on a journey to a safer South Africa. What we acknowledge and appreciate today is that it is actually the beginning of our journey together with PSL to a safer South Africa. This journey does not only have a national destination, but it extends to a journey to a safer Africa and as well as a safer world. The strategic interventions which embrace this partnership, one of the first is the community policing strategy. And the community policing strategy was already pronounced by the president in the SONA. And he made a call to all members of the community in South Africa to join hands with the South African Police Service in the creation of a safe and secure climate for all. In the community policing strategy, we've got a key deliverable that speaks to partnership policing. And this is where the partnership with PSL is located. But what I want to point out as the rationale behind this partnership starts from what the chairman has pointed out, indicating that soccer is one of the important role players in making sure that we sustain economic growth in the country. The SAPS from the turnaround vision, we are now currently busy with the alignment of the security strategy to the economic development strategy so that the two complement each other. And the community policing strategy, which also talks to partnership, relates to social cohesion and making sure that the communities are also mobilized to participate fully in the creation of a safe and secure environment, which will eventually translate into a better life for all in terms of the vision of the country. Then moving from the community policing strategy, we have also designed what we call youth crime prevention strategy. The youth crime prevention strategy actually has a direct link to the soccer fraternity in the country. It's one of the strategies which actually won an international award with the United Nations organization as South Africa's best strategy international for 2008. Currently in the best practice, international best practice system. Within that particular strategy, we have a slogan which we refer to as squeezing crime to zero through the declaration of a psychological war against criminals. This strategy is following what we call a de-resourcing approach and the application of a system of squash aid against criminals. In order for us to be able to collapse their operation, then we take a young person out of reach. Because a young person is the most precious resource for criminals. If you just take a young person out of reach, then you collapse several of their operations, starting from drugs, hijacking, even the current heists that are prevailing outside. I'm sure a few of us might have also seen the one that was boiled down yesterday. We arrested 12, all of them were young. So we then also have a further strategy to counter criminal investment, because they now invest in our young people by contaminating the moral fiber, which I think the chairman has spoken to. In the partnership, we are also introducing the moral fiber investment strategy, which is a strategy which will assist us to decontaminate society and just making sure that all the social ills that criminals are trying to introduce do not work and they do not lure our young people. Then we have the modus operandi analysis center, which we have designed recently, is also the first in the country. We are looking at the different modus operandi which criminals are applying against soccer and making sure that they disrupt soccer or they disturb loyal citizens from enjoying soccer or soccer fans from following soccer in the country. Such modus operandi shall always be shared between us and the PSL. Some of them might require combat response, but some of them, they just require a mere destruction response of the modus operandi. Because if you destroy the modus operandi, no crime takes place thereafter. Then complementing the moral fiber investment strategy, we also have introduced the spiritual crime prevention concept, which is also part and parcel of mobilizing the various communities in order to clear, that is, the moral fiber. But all the efforts and all the strategic interventions that we are rallying around the MOU that is going to be concluded today, it will then culminate into an action plan. And from this particular action plan, the overall objective that we want to achieve as the South African Police Service is the creation of a conducive climate for soccer in South Africa. Firstly, we want soccer to develop undisturbed, so that it's becoming not only a social solution, but also an economic solution by virtue of its contribution. But further to that, we also want soccer lovers in the country to continue enjoying soccer undisturbed and free from crime, so that we can use football as an instrument of mobilization of our communities and playing a very active role in social cohesion. I therefore would like to make a call not only to all soccer lovers, but also yourselves as media, to rally behind this slogan of declaring the psychological war against the criminal and set soccer free. This is what is intended for this particular MOU that we are concluding today. I would then like to thank the executive of the PSL for allowing this partnership to take place, and also for the cooperation that they've given us up to this far.